This is chapter 20. Helen Keller. Summary. At Radcliffe. कौन हेला? Helen studied another year under Mr. Keith before joining Radcliffe College in the autumn of 1900. She remembers her first day at the college clearly. She had looked forward to it. से चाहूले एठी जीवाकू ए कॉलेज को for years. बहुत दिन हैला से चाहिए. She knew that obstacles were bound to come. निश्चित आसियो. Obstacles माने कोन? Obstacles माने बाधा. But she was always ready to overcome them. हैला से थिले सबुबेले ready to overcome them. माने कोन? पार करियो. She had followed the words of the wise Roman. गोटे रोमान गोटे जने रोमान किए कहिथिले हैला तांको वर्ड्स कोन थिला टू बी बैनिश्ड फ्रॉम रोम इज बट टू लिव आउटसाइड ऑफ रोम ए कथाटा को से फॉलो करथिले टू बी बैनिश्ड फ्रॉम रोम रोम तडा हेले इज बट टू लिव आउटसाइड ऑफ रोम हैला तामाने कोन मु तडा हेले माने मु कोन जीवन नु पळेली की हैला आई विल लिव आउटसाइड सो शी बिगन हर स्टडीज विथ eagerness शी बिगन हिज स्टडी हर स्टडी विथ eagerness माने मन लगेगिरी पढिले शी हैड ड्रीम्ड द वर्ल्ड ऑफ कॉलेज as a land of a great and the wise. So she had dreamed the world of college. से कॉलेज टाकू से कौन भाभी as a land of the great and the wise. से सब बड़ बड़ लोक जानती बुद्धिमान लोक जानती है सेटिकल लगा जगह से she thought that the professors were the embodiment of wisdom. से तेणु विजडम प्रोफेसर मान को भी बहुत रिगार्ड करते आसला ए साड डिस्कवरी कौन से साड डिस्कवरी कले हेलेन सून डिस्कवर दैट द कॉलेज वाज नॉट द प्लेस शी हैड इमेजिन्ड से देखिले ना मु जो जगह को चाहूली मु आसीनी शी फाउंड आउट दैट there was no room for leisure moments in college life. Leisure moment nahi. There was always a lack of time. Time miliboni. In college she left there. In college she felt there was no time to commune with one's thoughts. तुम जहाँ चाहूँ you can do. She observes. से कौन कही one goes to college to learn. कॉलेज को कौन पाई जाए पाठ पढ़िया it seems not to think. ओके तेणु से खाली कहले जे मु एठी आछि पढ़िया को मते भाबिया को भी समय नहीं हैला. She felt that one had to leave the pleasures of solitude. माने जो एलोननेस हैला सॉलिट्यूड शी फेल्ट दैट वन हैड टू लीव हमको द प्लेजर्स ऑफ सॉलिट्यूड एकुटिया रहिबारे जो मजा हैला ताकू छाड़िया पड़ियो तुम पाखे सब बेले यू कैन स्टे एलोन हैला बुझि परछो सॉलिट्यूड एकुटिया रहिबा बुक्स भी पढ़ि परिबोनी एंड इमेजिनेशन बिहाइंड हैला. So, ये जिनस गुड़ा को pleasures of solitude, books and imagination behind. You have to, leave behind. You can get time, to read other books. बुझी पारछो? To imagine, to sit alone. Subjects of study. कौन ताकर रहला? During the first year, she studied French, German, history, English composition and English literature. एगुड़ा सब पढ़िले हैला. She read the works of such French writers as Corneille, Molière, Racine, and of German writers as Goethe and Schiller. ଏମାନଙ୍କର ସବୁ ସେ ପଢିଲେ. She read the works of such French writers as Corneille, Molière, Racine, ଏମାନଙ୍କର ଏ French writers ମାନଙ୍କର books ପଢିଲେ. She read the whole period of history from the fall of the Roman Empire to the 18th century. ତେଣୁ ସେ ଯୋଉ ପଢିଲେ ହିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ପଢିଲେ କୋଉଠୁ ପଢିଲେ ନା ରୋମାନ୍ସ ଏମ୍ପାୟାର ରୁ ଆରମ୍ଭ କରିକିରି ଯୋଉଠୁ ରୋମାନ ଏମ୍ପାୟାର ଫଲ୍ ହେଇଥିଲା ଟୁ 18th century ଯାଏ ପୁରା ପଢିଲେ ହେଲା. In English literature she studied Milton's poems. Milton's poems ବି ସେ ପଢିଛନ୍ତି. Classroom experience ତାଙ୍କର କଣ? In the classroom Helen would be practically alone. ସେ ଏକୁଟିଆ ବସନ୍ତି. With the professor as remote as if he were speaking through a telephone. So professor भी पूरा ଯେମିତି ବସିଛି ବହୁତ ଦୂରରେ, ଯେମିତି professor ଗୋଟେ ଟେଲିଫୋନ ରେ କଥା ହଉଛି, ମୁହଁକୁ ମୁହଁ କଥା ହଉନି. ବୁଝିପାରୁଛ? ମାନେ ତୁ ଗୋଟେ କ୍ଲାସ ରେ ଏକା କ୍ଲାସ ରେ ବସିଥିବୁ, ଟିଚର ବସିଥିବ, ତତେ ଲାଗିବ ଯେ ଟିଚର ଯେମିତି ବହୁତ ଦୂରରେ ଅଛି, ସେଇଭଳିଆ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଫିଲ୍ ହେଲା. The lectures were spelled in her hand as rapidly as possible. ତା ହାତରେ ଲେଖି ଦିଆ ହଉଥିଲା, ବହୁତ ଜୋରରେ ଲେଖି ଦିଆ ହଉଥିଲା, ସାଙ୍ଗେ ସାଙ୍ଗେ. She could not make notes during the lectures because her hands were busy listening. So listen कला बेले भी से ए जो busy listening, hands were busy listening, ए हाତରେ ही से सुनिबो, हाତରେ ही लेखिबो, हाତରେ पढ़िबो, हाତରେ सुनिबो, ସବୁ କିଛି ଫିଲ୍ କରିକିରି ହେଲା. ତେଣୁ hands were busy in listening. ତେଣୁ listening ବେଳକୁ ତା ହାତଟା ୟୁଜ ହେଲା, ଆଉ ଲେଖିବାକୁ କରିପାରିଲାନି. ବୁଝିପାରିଲାନି? She jotted down usually what she could remember of them when she got home. ଘରକୁ ଆସିଲା ପରେ ସେ ଯାହା ଟିକେ ଲେଖିଦିଏ. She wrote everything on her typewriter. Typewriter ରେ ବି ଲେଖେ. She used to use the Hammond typewriter, what type of typewriter, which she found best to meet her peculiar needs. तार जहाँ दरकार से काम से ही पाउथला Hammond typewriter रे हला. She used to use that. Then asla कोन difficulties on the way. She was obliged to have most of the books spelled into her hand. Okay, she was obliged to have. तारा ଆଉ ନଥିଲା, ସେ ତ ପଢି ପାରିବନି ନା, ସେ ସେଗୁଡା ସବୁ ହାତରେ ଦେଖେ ହେଲା, ହାତରେ ହେଲା, ବାଧ୍ୟ ହଉଥିଲା, obliged. As very few books were printed for the blind. Okay, କାରଣ ବ୍ଲାଇଣ୍ଡ ଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ବହୁତ କମ ଥିଲା, ବୁକ୍ସ କମ ଥିଲା. ତାକୁ ହାତରେ ମାନେ ହାତରେ କଲା ମାନେ ସେ କଣ ପଢିବା, ତାକୁ ପଢା ହେଲା, ତା ମାନେ ସେ ପଢିଲା ହେଲା. ଆଚ୍ଛା, consequently ହେଲା, ଆଚ୍ଛା, she needed more time to prepare her lessons than other girls. ତେଣୁ ତାର ବହୁତ ସମୟ ପଳେଇ ଯାଉଥିଲା, ତେଣୁ ତାର ବେଶୀ ଟାଇମ ଦରକାର ହେଲା to prepare her lessons. She often became rebellious thinking. ତେଣୁ ତାର ଗୋଟେ ଆସିଲା, ମୁଁ ଟାଇମ ପାଉନି, ମତେ ସମୟ ଦଉନାହାନ୍ତି, ଏଇଭଳିଆ ଥିଙ୍କିଂ ଆସିଲା, rebellious thinking ହେଲା. That she had to solve her difficulties and complete her task while other girls were laughing and singing. So ଅନ୍ୟ ମାନେ ହସୁଛନ୍ତି ଖେଳୁଛନ୍ତି, okay, but she is only reading, okay. So she was getting disgusted, but she would soon recover her cheerfulness. किंतु से पुणी तार हस फेरी पाए and laugh. कष्ट टिके करे पुणी हला से पुणी नॉर्मल हो जाए हला. She observes से कौन कहते every struggle is a victory हला. तेणु struggle करो, struggle every struggle पर आसीबो तमरो विजय हला. every struggle. She was happy when Mr. William Wade and Mr. E. Allen, principal of the Pennsylvania Institution for the Instruction of the Blind, okay, ये दी जन है मिस्टर विलियम वेड एंड जो प्रिंसिपल आलेन, ओके, से माने कौन कले गॉड फॉर हर मेनी ऑफ द बुक्स शी नीडेड इन रेज्ड पेंट. से ब्लाइंड को पई जोड़ा रेज हे गिरटे उठी गिर थाए हला सेउडा सेटा ताको आनी की देले. So she got, she was happy. The second and last year at Radcliffe. बर्तमान फर्स्ट ईयर गला हमें आसले बर्तमान सेकेंड ईयर और थर्ड ईयर लास्ट ईयर. During the second year at the college, the subjects she studied included कौन से पढ़िला English composition, the Bible as English composition, बाइबल भी पढ़िले, the governments of America and Europe एगुड़ा भी पढ़ले, the different governments जो अच्छी अमेरिका और यूरोप रे हला, अमेरिका यूरोप रे जो शासन चलती सा विषय से पढ़िला. the odes of होरासे हला एटा गोटे गीत odes of होरासे and the Latin comedy, लाटिन भाषा रे से कॉमेडी पढ़िला कॉमेडी. she found her composition class the most pleasant. जो composition class जो टीचर नौतले सब भल लागुतला pleasant. the lectures were always interesting and lively, बहुत lively थिला मजा लागुतला. she also studied many subjects of interest. आउ कौन पढ़िला such as Elizabethan literature, Shakespeare and the history of philosophy under Professor Josiah Royce. है so Elizabethan literature पढ़िले Elizabethan time रो, okay, Shakespeare भी पढ़िले Shakespeare को विषय रे and the history of philosophy. ये सब किए पढ़ुतला Professor Josiah Royce. Helen's dissatisfaction. Helen can be dissatisfied. Helen found that the college was not universal Athens. Okay. She thought it was. से भावितला जे एटा बढ़िया जागा, ए मजा कर हला. The great and the wise were there. से सब बड़ लोक अछंती, but seemed mummified हला. किंतु से जिंस हेलानी. She felt that many scholars forget that great works of literature depend more upon our sympathy than upon our understanding. Hela, she felt that many scholars forget that great works of literature depend more upon our sympathy than upon our understanding. ତେଣୁ ଆମର अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऊपर बेसी ହେଲା ତୁମେ ଲେଖି ପାରିବନି ବେଶୀ, but our sympathy. So very few of their laborious explanations stick in the memory. Okay, so very few of their laborious explanations stick in the memory. So she often asked herself, ସେ ସବୁବେଳେ ନିଜକୁ ପଚାରୁଥିଲା କଣ, why concern with these explanations and the hypothesis? कहला एवडा कहीं मु एते पढिबी हैला explanations. Then she found it difficult to read in one day four or five different books in different languages and study different subjects. ତେଣୁ ହେଲା 4-5ଟା ବହି ଦିନକୁ ପଢିବାକୁ ପଡିବ ଅନ୍ୟ ଅନ୍ୟ ଲାଙ୍ଗୁଏଜରେ ହେଲା ଅନ୍ୟ ଅନ୍ୟ ସବଜେକ୍ଟରେ. So she found it difficult ହେଲା ଏତେ ପଢିବାକୁ. When she reads hurriedly and nervously, one's brain is when one reads, ଯଦି ତମେ ପଢିବ ଜଲ୍ଦି ଜଲ୍ଦି hurriedly and nervously, one's brain is stopped and confused. ତମ ବ୍ରେନ୍ ପୁରା ପୁରିଯିବ, stopped ମାନେ full ହେଇଯିବ and confused ହେଇଯିବ. Particularly when one reads having a mind, written test and examination. So particularly when one reads having in mind written test, ଯଦି ତୋର written test ଅଛି, ତୋତେ ଟେଷ୍ଟ ଦବାର ଅଛି ଆଉ ଏକ୍ସାମିନେସନ ଦବାର ଅଛି, ତାହେଲେ ସେତେବେଳେ ଆହୁରି ତୋତେ କନଫ୍ୟୁଜ ହବ. ବୁଝିପାରୁଛୁ ତ? These examinations, Helen observed, were chief bugbears of our college life. So examination ସେ କହିଛନ୍ତି କଣ chief bugbears ହେଲା ସେ କହିଛନ୍ତି ଯେ ଏଇଟା ହଉଛି ତାଙ୍କୁ ମେନ୍ ଏକ୍ସାମିନେସନ କେତେ ଦବ ହେଲା ତାଙ୍କୁ ଏଇଟା ବହୁତ ଇଏ ଲାଗୁଥିଲା ହେଲା ତାଙ୍କୁ ଭଲ ଲାଗୁନଥିଲା. Helen's observations. Helen's last observe କଣ କରିଛନ୍ତି? Helen recalls that before her entry into the college, her days were encircled with a halo of romance. ତା ପୂର୍ବରୁ ହେଲା କଲେଜ ଯିବା ପୂର୍ବରୁ ତାର ଡେଜ୍ ଯୋଉଗୁଡା ଆଗରୁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଥିଲା ସେଥିରେ ବହୁତ ହାଲୋ ଅଫ ରୋମାନ୍ସ ମାନେ ସେ ବହୁତ ମଜା କରୁଛି. After entering the college, she underwent the change. ତାପରେ ତାର ଏଇ ସବୁ ଚେଞ୍ଜ ହେଲା from the romantic to the actual. ଆଗରୁ ମଜା କରୁଛି ଏବେ ତାର ମାନେ ରିଅଲ ଜିନିଷ ସେ ଜାଣିଲା ହେଲା ବୁଝିପାରୁଛ ତ? During the transition, she learned many things. କିନ୍ତୁ ବହୁତ ଜିନିଷ ଶିଖିଲା ବି ଏବେ. She learned the precious science of patience. ମାନେ patience, ଧୈର୍ଯ୍ୟ ବୁଝିଲା କି ନାହିଁ? Which teaches us that we should take our education as we would take a walk in the country. ତେଣୁ ସେ କହୁଛି ଆମେ education ସେ କହିଲା କଣ? She learned the precious science of patience, which teaches us that we should take our education. ଆମେ ଆମ education ଟାକୁ କେମିତି ନବା କଥା, କେମିତି ଭାବିବା କଥା, as we would take a walk in the country. ଆମେ ଯେମିତି ଆମ ଗାଁରେ ଚାଲୁଛେ, ଯୋଉ ଫ୍ରିରେ ଚାଲୁଛେ, ସେମିତି ଏଜୁକେସନ ଟା ପାଇବା କଥା ହେଲା ଲିଜରଲି, ମାନେ ଏତେ ତରଭରିଆ ହେଇକି ନାହିଁ, ଲିଜରଲି ହେଲା ଧୀରେ ଧୀରେ. ନଲେଜ ଇଜ ପାୱାର. ନଲେଜ ପାଇବା ଠିକ ଅଛି, ନଲେଜ ପାଇଲେ ଆମେ ପାୱାରଫୁଲ ହଉଛେ ଏଠି. ନଲେଜ ପାଇଲେ ଆମେ ଜାଣୁଛେ, ଦୁନିଆ ବିଷୟରେ ଜାଣୁଛେ, ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ଜାଣୁଛେ. But she found it is rather happiness, because to have knowledge is to know true ends from false. ହେଲା ତେଣୁ true ends from false. ତମେ ଯଦି false ରେ ଅଛ, ଅନ୍ଧାରରେ ଅଛ ହେଲା, ତୁମେ ଆଲୁଅ ଆଡକୁ ଯାଇପାରିବ. You can go to the true ends. false ର true ends କୁ ଯାଇପାରିବୁ ଯଦି ତୁ knowledge ପାଇବୁ. ବୁଝିଲା? And lofty things from low. ଗୋଟେ ଛୋଟ ଜାଗାରୁ ତୁ lofty things ମାନେ କମ ଜାଗାରୁ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ଉଚ୍ଚ ଜାଗାରୁ ଉଚ୍ଚକୁ ଯାଇପାରିବୁ ହେଲା ଠିକ. କିନ୍ତୁ ଏତେ ତରତର ହେଇକି ପଢିବାଟା ଠିକ ନୁହେଁ. ବୁଝିଲା? So according to her, you should take the lessons, okay, gradually, slowly.